Most extra podcast known to man. The Ace and TJ Show presents the Extra Funny Podcast.
Yay. So we made it through the entire regular old morning show, and not once did Riggins mention in his now trending that today is National Croc Day. I thought you kept up with the important shit going on, Riggins.
You said croc?
Croc, yes. Rob, are you celebrating today?
I celebrate each and every day.
You wearing your Crocs? Your Crocus?
Hell yeah.
Good for you.
Oh, Rob
Good
got
for
it.
you.
Got Crocs on.
Crocs and socks. Let's go.
By the way, that's the name of my favorite morning show.
Crocs and socks.
Why is it Croc Day? Is it like the day they were invented or something?
I don't know. It's just one of those things listed. National Croc Day. I'm sure the Croc people said, hey, we should have a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday was National Tight End Day. They kept talking about it watching football highlights when I got home last night.
Yeah. So, do you have what are those things called? Gibbets?
No, I don't
Rob?
have gibbets.
You don't have gibbets? Nah. Some of those, they're expensive, those gibbets for Crocs.
I love the Bluetooth speaker ones. Like they just plug into the top of your shoe.
Yeah.
I think those are cool. I mean, not cool, but.
But what? Oh, that's right. So you walk around and there's a speaker that's playing from your Crocs?
Yeah, it just plugs right in there.
Yeah.
Just walk into the sound of the music.
So it seems like that Crocs are kind of like the green hair of footwear. You know it's not stylish, yet you want attention.
I don't think it's for attention. I think it's for comfort. Like, that's why I got them.
No, I mean like with the gibbets and stuff.
Oh, with the gibbets. Yeah. And they also have a whole bunch of new brand crossovers on Crocs now.
Right. But I don't know anybody that looks at Crocs and goes, man, those are really hot looking. Even people who love them don't think that they're hot looking. They just say, oh, it's funny. That's weird. Comfortable.
I've never
So
seen.
but you're saying,
You know-
TJ, in your world, the gibbets, is that what they're called, gibbets?
Gibbets, yeah.
The gibbets are a way of garnering attention. So you want people to
Right,
look at your
if
feet and
they're-
go, oh, look at that. That's cool.
Yeah, if they're, big, obnoxious kind of things like Bluetooth speakers and things like that, or those Crocs that are huge, or they're the special design ones, those expensive Crocs. Nobody's buying them and they're expensive and they're saying, oh my God, these are so good looking. They're buying them and say, oh God, look, I could get a lot of attention wearing these.
Yeah, there's new ones I saw over the weekend for Mater from Cars.
Yeah.
And nobody's getting those. That expects people to go, oh my gosh, you got Mater on your shoes?
Man, that seems like
Yeah.
a little late for that, right?
Mater is classic and timeless, Ace.
He's even got a little hook on the back because he's a tow truck.
Yeah. See? But again, nobody's wearing them for the fashion of it. I don't think.
Or ironic fashion,
Yeah.
Like a fanny pack now.
Just like I don't think anybody ever puts green in their hair or, any of those other crazy colors and says, oh yeah, this looks hot.
Woo!
Maybe.
Check out the
You know
Crocs
what-
on that girl.
You know what would really make you look absolutely stunning is if you turned your hair a bright green. That would look fantastic. All the other girls would be jealous of that look. I just refuse to believe that.
I've never asked somebody why they do funky colors like that.
That would be like if I had, really thick, good hair, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to look better with it shaved, and I'm going to shave it off.
Yeah.
That would get attention for me because people go, what happened to your great, beautiful hair? And I would say, well, it looks better this way. And they'd say, no, it doesn't. Does not. You're a fool, I tell you. A fool. Yeah. And I know people have different. I realize people have different, opinions about things. They have different likes and dislikes. And all. I saw, for example, a woman driving one of those expensive G-Wagons. You know, that Post Malone used to sing about that.
Yeah.
G-Wagon, 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 G-Wagon. I saw one yesterday that was like a burnt doo-doo color. Like it's like a dull kind of between a khaki and a brown. Just that weird looking color. And I'm thinking, you're going to spend all that money on that color. And I just look at that and go, this is beautiful. This color is beautiful.
That's dumb.
You got to be buying it because the color is different, or not everybody's going to have it, and so therefore you'll get more looks with it and all that. But there's no way you can stand back away from that and look at a black or a white car of the same style and say, yep, give me the brown one. It's the most beautiful.
You see those other colors that are crisp and clean, and like that looks so good. But yeah, doo-doo brown.
No thanks.
Even if it would have been a true doo-doo brown, it would have been better, like a darker chocolate brown. But it was, it was an in-between. It looked like a mocha, some kind of a mocha color. And then you're going to spend all that money. Just like when you see or when I see a very expensive sports car, like a brand new Corvette, that's either completely orange or that bright yellow color. I think there's no way they think that looks great.
See, it depends on the car, but I can like the bright yellow sometimes. I think it looks very good, depending on the particular car.
Yeah, my dad loved bright yellow. He put it on a couple cars. Like he specifically bought a car that wasn't yellow and got really, really bright yellow. I hated it.
Yeah.
And he thought it looked good.
He thought
Not that he thought it was going to turn heads, but he thought it looked good.
He thought it looked incredible. I was like, that is disgusting looking.
On a regular car.
Like one was a Chevy Vega. Let's put it that way.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
Yeah. When I was probably about the time I was in high school, late middle school, early high school, and we had this Camaro that my dad got, and he said, "Here's ultimately what I would want to do with it." And he showed me a picture, and it was a '68 Camaro, all yellow, with a thick black stripe. Or they lowered the body a little bit. It was black right around the bottom, and I thought, "Damn, that looks really good, clean, beautiful." But it doesn't work for every car. I don't know how to explain that. Like I don't like the yellow. I saw a Corvette that's yellow. It doesn't seem to work for that for me. I don't know if it's because it's longer or what.
So you don't think my truck would look good a bright?
I don't think your truck would look good a bright yellow
or orange,
whatever that
full
is.
Orange. Well, I was thinking about Cher the other day because she came out and said that if Trump wins presidency again, she's moving to another country.
Well, nobody cares.
And first of all, that hit me with such like a 2-ton heavy thing to even imagine waking up in U.S. America one morning and just hearing the news that Cher didn't live within our borders anymore. I don't know if I could continue.
Well, you've never lived in America without Cher.
No, I've never, ever lived in a U.S. America that didn't house one Miss Sherilyn Sarkisian. And that's why she just goes by Cher, because her name's Sherilyn.
Yeah.
Sherilyn, and her mama was Southern, so you got to assume she was ashamed. So that's why she just goes by Cher. But yeah, her name's Sherilyn. That's her entire first name. It's combined. Sherilyn. And so I just don't know. I don't know what any of us would do, to be honest with you, if Cher didn't live within U.S. American borders, if she wasn't on our soil.
I'd be all right with it.
You would?
I think so.
Well, you say that now until you realize she's moved.
Yeah, that's
until
true.
Switzerland has her or France has her and calls her their own.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd feel that.
Yeah,
You would feel that, Riggins.
maybe. But I doubt it.
You big talker.
You're just not going to know, though, until it happens.
Yeah, you're just a big talker. And her dad, John Sarkeesian, was an Armenian American, and he was a truck driver. And wasn't around after, like, say, she was 10 months old or so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So that may explain the anger and all that she has and everything.
She's Armenian?
Yeah.
That explains why Kim Kardashian, there was like a whole Kardashians episode where she goes to meet Cher.
Yeah.
And it was like such a big deal, but they're way into the Armenian heritage and culture.
Yeah, her dad was Armenian American, they said, and her mom claimed Irish, English, German, and Cherokee ancestry. So that's why Cher always, when she was young, would do stuff as a Native American style and things like that. Wasn't the song Half Breed about her being a half breed Native American?
Yes.
Half breed. But again, we shouldn't be joking when we're sitting here on the edge of losing her to another country. What to do, what to do.
Where do you think she'd move to? Would he go to like a Switzerland, a Sweden?
Yeah.
Looks very beautiful there.
I think, though, she should just move to China. Yeah. Wasn't Alec Baldwin going to leave the country if George W. Bush were reelected? There's always some celebrities
I'm
that
gonna
talk
look it
about
up and see if I can find who all- let's see.
leaving the country and all that. And, like people are going to go, oh, my God, we don't want that. We better make sure. I was going to vote for Trump, but now I'm not because Cher might leave us if that happens. It's just a pure narcissistic, oh my God, I mean so much to the world, to this country. If I threaten to leave it, then people will change how they're going to vote.
I can give you, here's an article of 20 celebrities who said they would leave if Trump wins from 2016. Whoopi,
Didn't leave.
Snoop,
Didn't leave.
Miley Cyrus.
Now, just because they have a residence in another country doesn't, like a vacation home or whatever, that doesn't mean they left U.S. America. Because I think Whoopi was on TV every morning from New York, wasn't she, during the Trump administration?
Yeah, this says George Lopez,
Oh, yeah.
because George Lopez made a joke. Trump, quote, won't have to worry about immigration. We'll all go back, end quote. So they're counting that one. Raven Simone.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to move to Canada with my entire family. I already have my ticket. This says a special feature on The View showed her embracing the Canadian lifestyle in full force. Oh, they did a thing where she went to Canada to try it. Amy Schumer.
Oh, she went to Canada.
Cher has already said this once. Omari Hardwick. Let's see. Samuel L. Jackson. Who said he would move to South Africa, but it never happened, apparently. Bryan Cranston.
Lord.
Lena Dunham. Yeah, there's 20 on this list of Neve Campbell,
There's only a handful I'd really mourn.
Barbara Streisand, Neo, Chelsea Handler, Jon Stewart, Chloe Savini, Eddie Griffin. You get the idea.
Has Kim Kardashian ever written a book about herself?
I don't
The way
think so.
Brittany has done here?
I don't think so.
Well, whenever she does, she should absolutely call it her Kimwars.
Kim,
Her
yeah.
Kimwar.
I bet she's got a book of content in her.
Oh,
For
God.
sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
Now, if we can just keep her from leaving the country because of an election, we'll get that Kimwar one day.
Yeah.
She has books out, but it's just books of selfies.
Yeah, coffee table book.
Really?
Yeah, it's called Selfish.
It's called Look at Me.
Yeah.
Look at me. And then look at me again. And then look at me over here. Look at me over there.
Are they selfies that she did not post?
It just says the book features Kardashian's personal selfies.
Ooh, personal ones.
Personal selfies. That's what it means.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. It does say they were previously posted on her social media account. So she just gathered them together for you.
But there can't be anything but a personal selfie. If it's anything else, it's not called a selfie. Dumb shit.
What a great way to do a book, though. Just tell somebody, hey, go through and pick like 150, 200 of my favorite selfies. I'm gonna look at them. We're gonna narrow it down to 120, and we're gonna make it a book. Like, okay,
That's awesome.
they just next thing you know, like in an hour, you're done. All right, book's ready.
There is a celebrity, though, that is reaching out and trying to make friends with the common man. And some people might find this to be sad. I don't. I think this is okay. And I happen to like this celebrity. I've met him.
Oh.
And this does not seem like it's out of his personality. So we'll tell you what it is coming up next.
More than just regular funny. This is Extra Funny. There's more of Ace and TJ's Extra Funny podcast next.
More of the Extra Funny podcast is coming up on Ace TJ TV. Today on Ace TJ TV. It's Monday. Watch the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show live from 6 to 9 Eastern, or watch anytime on demand after 9. Then it's Extra Funny live at 9 Eastern and available anytime on demand after 10. And at 11, it's TJ and Jody's House, live, then available on demand. Ace TJ Prime Plus members, tonight at 6, it's Ace TJ Prime Plus Live. Get instructions on how you can be a part of the show at Ace TJ Prime Plus. It's Ace TJ TV, available at acetj.com, the Ace and TJ app, or at our YouTube channel, youtube.com/The Ace TJ Show.
If you're one of the many people that finds yourself being lethargic and your clothes don't fit right, they're too tight, and you're always uncomfortable, and it's time for you to lose some weight, then here's the thing. Calitrin is something that you need in your life. Now, Calitrin is not a diet drug, not a drug of any kind. It's collagen. It's the top quality collagen protein that promotes fat loss and lean muscle. It has an 86% success rate for 90 days. So when you take it consistently for 90 days, people have reported an 86% success rate in losing weight. The people at Calitrin are wonderful. They're always there to help you. And the thing about it is that right now you're going to save so much money on Calitrin. There's never been a better time for you to order. So what you do is go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
If you have nagging pain, imagine being rid of that nagging pain with no medication, no surgery, and no downtime. It could happen thanks to Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, Neogenics. Call 704-727-6551 or go to acetj.com/neogenics.
Hey, it's Ace from the Ace and TJ Show, and I'm out here at beautiful Northstone Country Club in Huntersville, North Carolina. Just getting ready, getting some practice in for the Ace and TJ Jet Fitness 24/7 Golf Tournament. It happens Monday, November 13th. And it's all to benefit our charity, Peyton's Promise. Look, it's a day off from work. It's one round of golf for a great charity. And in the process, you're going to have a great time. In addition to golf, we've got the long drive competition. We've got putting for Peyton. So give me 1 second here. Well, I can't win anyway. You see why I need to practice. Go to acetj.com/golf to get signed up. It's acetj.com/golf. We need you. Peyton's Promise needs you. And your one round of golf could change somebody's life forever. acetj.com/golf for the Ace and TJ Jet Fitness 24/7 Golf Tournament, Monday, November 13th.
The X in Extra. This is the Extra Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ Show.
So Lou Diamond Phillips, actor Lou Diamond Phillips, just bought a new house in Scarsdale, New York. And I think the way the story is written, this is the way it happened. He wanted his real estate agent to let the neighbors know that if they saw him or his wife around or whatever, please speak to them, talk to them, say hello. They are looking to become friends with the people in the neighborhood. Don't avoid them or feel like that they don't think, I don't want to bother them or, whatever. He said they are a very kind and friendly family. Yvonne, that's his wife, says she would love to make new local friends. And that they love the area, they love living there, and don't avoid them, invite them to things, do whatever. You just imagine the opposite of what I would tell a real estate agent to do whenever I move in a neighborhood. Don't invite him to anything. Don't speak to him at the grocery store. He's a deer. Leave him alone.
But when people, were they not? It's Lou Diamond Phillips.
Yeah,
were they not talking to him because of that?
No, he just wanted to make sure, just like anybody else, say, hey, you have new neighbors moving in and they're going to, whatever. Okay. He didn't, but whether or not he's, people would consider him an A-lister or whatever. Yeah. He is a constant working actor. He's always got gigs going. And I like him. I like the parts that he plays. He was really good. What was the name of that show? Where they lived in Wyoming, and he was the best friend of the main character.
Longmire?
Longmire, yeah. He was in Longmire for years. He was great on that. I loved him on that. He's a Tony-nominated Broadway star and all of that, and a really nice guy. And then that movie where it was about the serial killer, and the son of the serial killer was the profiler, and he played in that. It was on for several seasons on Fox recently. But anyway, I think that's pretty cool. So, hey, come out and hang.
Yeah. How does he get that message out? Does he leave flyers in the mailboxes?
No, I think the real estate agent may have put it on like the neighborhood Facebook page or something like that, or maybe the real estate agent did, put out stuff to the homeowners association or let the homeowners association know. Or
Don't be strangers.
Yeah, maybe he could have had a little get together, gone invited his neighbors, maybe the neighbors that are closest to him. Like, hey, we're just gonna have 4 or 5 people over on Saturday. Come over, have a little barbecue. We just want to introduce ourselves to the neighborhood. Come see what's up.
Sounds awful.
Yeah. Now his first big break and people knowing who he was and all came from starring in the movie La Bamba. When he was young, he played the part of Richie Valens, who was killed with Buddy Holly and him on that plane crash, in the Big Bopper. And he played Mexican Richie Valens, and he's not Mexican, but that was about in 1987 or so, 88. Yeah. So they weren't all up in the air about that. And then he got to where he would play a bunch of his roles were Native American, like he lived on the res and all that. That's what he was in Longmire. But I think he was born in the Philippines, I think is what his heritage really is. So he's very versatile is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
As an actor. He was raised in Texas, and then he's lived in Los Angeles and wherever else showbiz people live. But he was born in the Philippines.
Yeah, on a Army base.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But that doesn't necessarily make him Filipino.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he... but I remember saying, though, that he's not Mexican.
This says his family is of Mexican and possibly Native American descent.
Oh, so he got both of them that he plays. So he's not playing outside of his role.
Yeah,
I thought he wasn't Mexican at all.
Yeah, 2 things here says Mexican American.
Well, you can't be both. I mean, you're either Mexican or you're American.
Yeah, this says he's
That's so
Filipino
weird.
American.
What?
It says he's Filipino American.
Okay, well,
it's very
then that's not Mexican American.
I know this is very.
Y'all looking up different things? I need to call.
I'm sorry. Hey, check me. I'm wrong. I'm looking at Richie Valens, not Lou Diamond Phillips. My bad. Give me 2 seconds. I was looking for Damn. I was thinking about Richie Valens. Sorry.
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. I just thought that was cool that, because it is usually somebody who's not, wouldn't be considered, an A-list movie star or whatever that would come in and pretend like, oh, you don't talk to me, keep the neighbors away from me and all that. But he's a really cool guy.
I'm trying to think if I got that invitation or whatever, like, hey, come hang out, we're gonna have a barbecue, and it wasn't like an A-list star, it was like a B or C list thing, I'd still be pumped. I'd be like, and I don't know Lou Diamond Films, but I'm thinking if it was like, gosh, I don't know, like somebody from like One Tree Hill.
Yeah.
They're like, I'd be like, hell yeah. I get to know I can't even think of somebody good. It's like a B or C list, but I would totally be into that. That's fun.
I live next or close to I guess used to not a few years ago would have been considered an A-list celebrity, and I wouldn't have gone to a party at his house if he didn't invite me.
You wouldn't have?
No.
Why?
I just wouldn't. It would have been not my style. Probably been too young for me to be hanging out.
Yeah.
It was DaBaby. I can't be hanging out at DaBaby's house.
Oh, you wouldn't go to a party at the babies?
No.
That's crazy.
I would have to go just to see.
I would even go
would
to a party.
I would just be curious. I would want to go look.
No, I would feel like the old guy at the club.
Didn't you say his
went in there.
gate was messed up on his house or something?
Yeah, I drove by there one time.
you'd have
It
to
looked
park
like
on the
somebody
street.
had run into his gate. I don't even know if he still lives there, but
He ain't making much money these days, so he may have had to.
I thought he had rebounded.
Oh, I don't think so. I thought he's still like a pariah right now.
I heard him. I heard his little rap part of that Dua Lipa song on the radio the other day. They were
they put it
playing
back
it.
in?
They put it back in. Yeah.
Okay.
Because why did they cancel him? He said something about gay people or something.
I think it was against trans people.
Trans people. They canceled
think
him,
so.
and then they took his part out of the Dua Lipa song. And then I guess it's blown over now, and they said put that
Put it back
version
in.
back in. It's we're not playing that song very often now, but when we do, we'll ease that back in.
I got to take back what I said a minute ago, because if it was Screech, I wouldn't go to his house.
You would?
No, I mean, I know he's dead now.
It depends on who it is.
Yeah, I was going to
Yeah, I
say
would
any
be that way
C-list.
too, yeah.
I said any C-list star, but I think they put him onto the C-list. I think
Okay.
that's generous, quite
But
frankly.
would you go to any A-list star?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who it is.
Doesn't
You
matter
go?
who it is.
See, I wouldn't.
Oh,
It completely depends on who it is.
I'm trying to look
Like,
at the
I'm
list of A-list stars that I would and see if there's anybody I wouldn't, but I don't think there is.
So who's considered an A-list star?
Like I wouldn't go to a party at Taylor Swift's house.
oh, you're ridiculous.
I wouldn't.
Totally go.
I wouldn't.
All right, I found some here. Johnny Depp.
No.
Yes.
Hell no.
I'd be dying to go see what it's like.
I would
Hell
tell you,
no.
I'd be scared to go to one at Tom Cruise's house.
Yeah, they're going to try to recruit you. Find out, they're like, we
Yeah,
got
I'm
our
not
eyes on
going-
this guy.
Yeah, I'm not going to any Scientologist house.
Yeah, that's weird. I would kind of worry like this is gonna be one of those things like a timeshare meeting. I'm trying to get the hell out of here, and they're not gonna let me go. Brad Pitt,
I'd probably go
Yeah.
to Brad Pitt, and since he's not drinking anymore. Yeah.
Tom Hanks.
Certainly.
Yeah, I would. Robert.
Yeah,
Da-
probably
All right.
would.
Robert Downey Jr.
Of course. Yes. Iron Man, I'm going to his house now. I'm on my way.
And that's why you'd never be invited because you just referred to him as Iron Man.
Yeah, I would go to his house.
I would too. Let's see. We did Tom
now that
Cruise.
he ain't on them drugs no more.
Yeah. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah. Hot chicks. Ton of them.
I probably wouldn't.
He'd probably be on a boat or something too, like a yacht.
Angelina Jolie.
No.
Yep.
Dwayne Johnson. The Rock.
No.
I don't think I would anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Salma Hayek.
Yes.
No.
Riggins.
No, I don't think so.
Ellen DeGeneres.
Yes.
Hell no.
I don't think I'd go to Ellen's house.
Denzel.
Of
Yeah.
course.
George Clooney.
No. Hell no.
I'd go to that. Adele.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to Adele's house.
I would, absolutely.
Probably stinks.
Matt Damon.
Probably smell like stale cigarette smoke. No, I'm not going to Matt Damon's either.
All right. You get a combo with the next one. It's a party being thrown by Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez.
No. Hell
Yes.
no on both.
Yes,
of them.
I'm with you, Riggins.
I wouldn't go to
Hell yeah.
them together or separate.
just to see her in person, be up close to her. Talk to her.
I don't care about that.
All right, Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I ain't going to Canada.
So no Drake either then.
No, I wouldn't go to Drake's house if he was right next door for a party. I would go if nobody's home. I mean, if it's just him and we're hanging out, drinking a beer or something.
Yeah.
But if he's throwing a party, I don't want any part of that. It'd be too crazy and wild.
What about Jamie Foxx?
Yeah.
I
He has a good
I think that'd be
I don't even like Jamie Foxx.
Is he A-list?
Jamie
Yeah.
Foxx? Yeah, absolutely. I think so. You think he's falling off the A-list,
I
Rob?
think so.
No, he's
No, I think he's A-list.
I wouldn't go to a party at like Jared Leto's house.
Nope.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Can I?
Wait, are they not the same person?
No, I know you confuse them. They're just like brooding. Like I'm not Eminem. I wouldn't go to his.
Yeah, but
party.
I'm never going to anybody's house for a party that I think there's a decent possibility that they'll make you sit on the floor. And that's what I think that Jake Gyllenhaal and Jared Leto would
Yeah.
be.
They like microdose you on
Yeah.
mushrooms when you walk in the
It's
door.
like, no.
I will say this much. I'm not a big fan, but Jared Leto's band's pretty good. 30 Seconds to Mars was good over the weekend when I saw them. I was impressed. He wore a cape.
He was weird as hell.
exactly. Thank you.
Yes, he was dressed weird, Rob, but he had a cape and all it was up, but it was cool. But they were pretty good. I was very impressed by how good they were, even though it seemed kind of the songs all seemed sad.
That's one more
You
of
have
these.
to be a special kind of a douchebag to wear a cape.
Unless it's part of a
Yeah,
costume.
unless
Yeah,
you're
it was
last,
part of his costume with it. It had like a chest protector thing, like a motorcycle chest protector that came up over his shoulders and had a cape attached to it. I was like, that's good for him. That's awesome.
Unless your last name is of Monte Cristo, you don't need to be wearing a cape.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little extra. More of the Extra Funny podcast in 3 minutes.
More of the Extra Funny podcast is coming up on Ace TJ TV. Today on Ace TJ TV. It's Monday. Watch the Ace and TJ podcast and radio show live from 6 to 9 Eastern, or watch anytime on demand after 9. Then it's Extra Funny live at 9 Eastern and available anytime on demand after 10. And at 11, it's TJ and Jody's House, live, then available on demand. Ace TJ Prime Plus members, tonight at 6, it's Ace TJ Prime Plus Live. Get instructions on how you can be a part of the show at Ace TJ Prime Plus. It's Ace TJ TV, available at acetj.com, the Ace and TJ app, or at our YouTube channel, youtube.com/The Ace TJ Show.
If you're one of the many people that finds yourself being lethargic and your clothes don't fit right, they're too tight, and you're always uncomfortable, and it's time for you to lose some weight, then here's the thing. Calitrin is something that you need in your life. Now, Calitrin is not a diet drug, not a drug of any kind. It's collagen. It's the top quality collagen protein that promotes fat loss and lean muscle. It has an 86% success rate for 90 days. So when you take it consistently for 90 days, people have reported an 86% success rate in losing weight. The people at Calitrin are wonderful. They're always there to help you. And the thing about it is that right now you're going to save so much money on Calitrin. There's never been a better time for you to order. So what you do is go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
If you have nagging pain, imagine being rid of that nagging pain with no medication, no surgery, and no downtime. It could happen thanks to Charlotte's most trusted stem cell clinic, Neogenics. Call 704-727-6551 or go to acetj.com/neogenics.
Hey, it's Ace from the Ace and TJ Show, and I'm out here at beautiful Northstone Country Club in Huntersville, North Carolina. Just getting ready, getting some practice in for the Ace and TJ Jet Fitness 24/7 golf tournament. It happens Monday, November 13th, and it's all to benefit our charity, Peyton's Promise. Look, it's a day off from work. It's one round of golf for a great charity, and in the process, you're going to have a great time. In addition to golf, we've got the long drive competition. We've got putting for Peyton, so give me 1 second here. Well, I can't win anyway. You see why I need to practice. Go to acetj.com/golf to get signed up. It's acetj.com/golf. We need you. Peyton's Promise needs you. And your one round of golf could change somebody's life forever. acetj.com/golf for the Ace and TJ Jet Fitness 24/7 golf tournament, Monday, November 13th.
It's extra and funny. This is the Extra Funny Podcast, presented by Neogenics. Find out more at acetj.com/neogenics. Now, Ace and TJ.
Okay, this may be a little bit more difficult. We were talking about A-list celebrities. If we got an invitation to go to their house for a party, if we'd go. Let's go through some B-list ones.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Emily Ratajkowski. Yeah.
Yes. Hot.
Okay, just because she's hot.
Yeah.
What does she do?
She's a model.
And she played on iCarly?
I don't know.
I don't remember her from iCarly. Okay, I don't know who this is. Natalie Dormer.
Oh, Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
The Tudors. Nerd hot. Nerds love her.
Really?
Yeah.
But what do they know?
Well, she's pretty.
Okay, here's one. I love this guy's work. I think he's one of the best actors, for my taste, of any actor in all of show business right now. But I think in what I've read about him in his real life, I think he'd be a little bit too artsy-fartsy for me. And I was a theater major, so I know what artsy-fartsy is. His name's Walton Goggins.
Oh,
He plays Baby something on that.
Uncle Baby Billy.
Uncle Baby Billy. Oh, he also was the standout performer in the show Justified, and he also played in one of my, if not my very favorite cop show of all time called The Shield. But I don't know if I'd want to hang out with him personally because he's one of those Southern artistic people, like a Southern hippie kind of, starting his own, theater company and that sort of thing. But I love his acting and all. And he may be really cool in person, just doesn't seem like the kind of guy I'd want to hang out with. Jenna Fisher. Oh, and he's Southern too, so I'm saying
that'd be a vote in his favor.
Jenna Fisher. I might go over there, but just because she's my neighbor and she invited me, and she seems but
nice.
I wouldn't be going because she's Jenna Fisher.
Right.
Yeah.
From The Office. Liv Tyler. Her dad won't be at the party.
That's a tough one.
Yeah, I'd still go. She seems like a nice person.
Yeah. She's also very attractive.
She is?
I think so.
She's beautiful. She looks just like her dad. I don't know. But I think this would be more where you would be going to the party just because of who they are.
I agree.
And I would probably go to her party, but not because of who she is. Just because she's maybe a nice neighbor lady.
You mean Liv Tyler?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chloe Grace Moretz.
Yeah.
She's from one of those Game of Thrones type
No,
shows.
she's been in a lot of stuff.
She's cute.
Yeah. She's a really good actress. I like her in a lot of stuff.
Let's see.
She dropped the Grace though. Just Chloe Moretz now.
Okay. John Cho.
What's that?
Star of the Harold and Kumar franchise of motion pictures. Asian American actress. Let's see. He's been in Star Trek rebooted film series. You would know him if you saw him, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I, when you said Harold and Kumar, I remembered who he was. But
I'm not canceling plans to go there.
Right.
Right.
Okay. Dave Bautista.
oh God, no.
Hell yeah, I'm going to
I
that.
think I would.
Y'all said he was
He's
very
weird.
boring to talk to, right?
Yeah,
very-
he's very
yeah.
peculiar and awkward.
There was clearly a reason they sent Ric Flair with him when they came together. I mean, more than just the fact they were in a faction together.
I love all of his work. I love his movies, and I love him on wrestling. But I don't think I could do having to do a conversation with him.
Yeah.
And I thought he was good in that. What's that movie? The couples in the woods. The end of
Knock at the door.
Knock at the Door. I thought he was good in that. I thought he was really good in that.
He's a great actor now.
He's a very good. He's a better actor than The Rock. He's got much more range than The Rock if you're comparing the two.
Got a real Batista fan club over there.
I love the man, but no thanks.
All right, what about Gwyneth Paltrow?
Yes, 100 times yes. What a wacko!
Yeah,
I want to
that-
see
that would
what's
just be
doing.
a
in
train
that
wreck.
Yeah, I'd
weird-
probably go to that. Too.
That's got to be just every corner.
And again, she was so sweet to us that day.
She's wacko.
Yeah.
Many, many years ago, but she was very, very kind when she didn't have to be.
She's definitely changed, I would
Yeah.
think.
No, I mean that was a shocking thing when she was so nice to us, and she can still be nice and cordial to normal folk and be a wackadoodle.
Yeah,
Right. Of course. Fair.
I want to see the vagina candle.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see what she eats in it. Like she's just odd.
Yeah, isn't that kind of? And I think sometimes we think along the same lines on this rig. It's like, I'm just curious to see, like,
Yeah.
how weird can it be? Maybe it's not weird at all. I might even have to like the person. I'm dying to see if it's what I pictured in my mind.
Yeah.
All right, what about Evangeline Lilly or Evangeline Lilly?
Isn't she a supermodel? Evangeline Lilly?
She's an actress.
Yeah, she's in those Marvel movies. And
She's
stuff,
also
right?
in Lost. That's where she got her big start.
In The Hurt Locker. She was in that.
It's a good movie.
Okay, here's one for you. Michael Pena.
He seems like he'd be fun.
Yeah, he does.
No idea who that is.
You'd recognize him if you saw him, I think.
Yeah, here's his
Yes,
picture.
I think he'd be a fun guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he
He's
seems fun.
hilarious.
Yeah. Not a big enough celebrity for me to go over there.
Just
though.
because he's a celebrity, you'd be like, oh, yeah, he's in
Yeah.
the- Millie Bobby Brown.
No.
You're not going to that just because of who it is?
No, I think
I
I'm
would.
good.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know that I am.
She's engaged to Bon Jovi's kid,
Really?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Huh? Interesting. I didn't know that.
who is a handsome young man. I'll say that.
He is.
Yes. And she's really pretty.
Let's
Man,
see.
he is an attractive dude. Jacob Bon Jovi.
Yeah, that's their real name is Bon Jovi.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good looking guy.
What about Zoe Kravitz?
Yes.
yes.
She's
dad-
hot.
Is her dad going to be there? I would be
No.
very interested in that.
No, her dad's not going to be there.
Yeah, like mysterious, dark, and I'm just like, yep.
So because it's her, you're going to go.
Yep.
What about Lily James from Downton Abbey?
I don't know.
I just discovered something about myself. So I'm Googling all the names as we go. And I've come to find out that I think, for example, I would go to Zoe Kravitz's place, but it doesn't seem as inviting because when I Google the name, it shows up usually like 4 or 5 pictures above them and then links to everything. In those 4 or 5 pictures, I've started judging them without realizing it by how many pictures they're smiling in.
Not a big smiler. Dude.
Zoe Kravitz has no photos of her smiling in those first 4 or 5 photos that come up. None. Who was it a while back? TJ, you mentioned somebody who I wasn't that familiar with, but I thought, let's see. And when their name popped up, I thought, oh, she looks nice because she's smiling and laughing in every one of the pictures. It makes a world of difference when you first pull it up if you're not super familiar with them.
Rami Malek.
Yes.
Seems too weird.
I still would go.
Just because of his portrayal of Freddie Mercury?
No, I just think he's a really good actor.
Okay, so you're going to that party just because of who it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would go to
Jason
that.
Momoa.
Yeah, I think he'd be fun.
Yeah, he seems like a real cool guy.
I mean, you got to keep your distance so he doesn't shower.
But a mosh pit. But y'all seen that video of him moshing at the Metallica show?
God.
One guy said, I went to the Metallica show and ended up in a mosh pit with Jason Momoa. There's a bunch of videos of him just going crazy with
feel like he
fans.
could
on the
hurt
floor.
you.
Yeah, he was totally into it.
Jason Bateman.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
As much as I love Jason Bateman, probably one of my top 5 favorite actors. I don't know.
Really?
I mean, he was raised in a celebrity home by a big-time Hollywood producer. He was, Mr. Hollywood. I think he's so driven and focused on perfection and all from different aspects of show business, like producing and writing and all that. I think he might be a little uptight.
Really?
But I would probably go just because it's Jason Bateman and I like it.
Sure.
Anthony Mackie. Rob?
No, I don't care about Anthony Mackie.
Okay. Gerard Butler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go
Yeah,
to
he's
Gerard
very-
Butler's
Yeah, I think
house. Mm-hmm. What about Don Cheadle?
Yes.
Yeah, I think Don Cheadle for
I
sure.
love Don Cheadle. I would love to go to Don Cheadle's party.
Don't care.
Yeah, I don't really. Daniel Radcliffe.
Yeah, I think I'd go. I think he's a little snooty.
Yeah,
I think
because he's British.
Probably. But yeah, I think I'd go.
Okay. You wouldn't, Riggins?
No.
Oh, that's right. You're a Harry Potter book, not
Right.
movie person.
Yeah. And if Harry Potter's snooty to me, I'd knock the dog shit out of him. And I don't fight people, but I would literally slap the shit out of him. Who?
And you'd
What?
be living right next door.
Yeah.
I'm going to beat your ass and walk
Every
to my
day.
Harry
house.
Potter's a dickhead.
And if you want some more, come get it. I'm right there.
Please. No offense, I'm sure he's a nice person. Yeah. But if he was snooty, I'd be pissed.
It's the Ace and TJ Show with a little something extra. This is the Extra Funny Podcast.